the time again. If you choose the right road, that's how I stay quick on the phone again. You know what? That's gonna be my treat. That's gonna be my treat. Let me leave that alone for now. Okay. Hey there, Universal. Hey there, happy Jupiter Day. I hope you're doing well. I'm the truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Jupiter Day card / Trump reading. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video below. For this week's Venus Day, no, for this week's Jupiter Day card / Trump reading, I will be channeling with Darius. I will be channeling with Darius Jehuti, who people know as Thoth. Um, who's putting out high school and the high school. If you look up Jehuti, you'll see that he's an Egyptian god, He who has a head of an ibis or a baboon. He is the god of the moon, of reckoning, of learning, of writing. He is a creator of language, and he's also the god of wisdom and magic. I asked today's Jehuti, who are you, and how would you like for me to describe you? And the following came up. He's and the following came up. So number 7 and number 8 came up. I see number 7 as luck. I see it as harmony, balance. I see it as union, relationships, friendships, partnerships. I also see it as what should you call it? Sometimes I see it as like marketing or like what should you call it? Attention, like catching attention or something like that. And then also number 8, I see it as like a cycle sometimes. Sometimes I see it as secrets, subconscious things that are being revealed, things that are underneath. Um, Also money and power, control, and yeah. So, and then also the zodiac signs, Pisces and Aquarius came up, and Jehuti said faith, hope, destiny, fortune, luck, miracles, and wishes. Jehuti is there in times of hopelessness and insecurity, abundance of possibilities, strategy, trickery, illusion, believing, having faith, having confidence is important. So that's there's Jehuti, and I'll be channeling him for this week's Jupiter Day Car's Trumper reading. If you're hearing extra sound during this reading, I apologize in advance. I have his life and I will handle it if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated and it's helpful. And let's begin this week's Jupiter Day Car's Trumper reading. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna have a detail. So we're gonna switch it around. It's gonna be like a charm slash card per reading. So we're gonna for this week Jupiter card charm slash card per reading. We have 3 topics. I'm gonna start with the first one. For the first two topics we're gonna do just charms, and then the last topic we're gonna do charms and just put on one card just to top it off or whatever. All right. So let's start with this week's Jupiter charms slash card per reading. The first topic. Hold on, sorry. All rooms. Okay. For this week's Jupiter Day charm slash card per reading, the first topic is powerful. So that's Algiz. The first charm we have here is the rune Algiz, Algiz. And it means the elk, protection, shield, and warding off evil. The elk, protection, shield, and warding off evil. Randomly, I don't know why this popped up. Capricorn popped up, and then like just something about like elk gives me like sometimes I don't know why like father vibes or something like that, or leader vibes. Elk. So yeah, something about Capricorn came up, and then father vibes, leader vibes. But yeah, so Algiz, the elk, protection, shield, warding off evil. Oh my gosh. And then, okay, there we go. And then Saturn also came up. Something about Father Saturn. And then just Saturn also came up too when I read that and I was shown alges. And there's just something powerful about that. Like with, maybe there's something about being protected. You have powerful protection or something like that with Father Saturn and all that stuff. I want to just do other ones though before I really go deep into that. Then we have Othala, the rune Othala, Othala, and it means heirlooms, heritage, and land of birth. You know, it's like repeating in my head, and maybe it does or does not relate, but I feel like it does. It's like something about, do you know who my father is or whatnot? I always, and it's kind of like, yeah, do you know who my father is? It was echoing in my head. But then we have here Perthro, Perthro. And it says Die Cup, Mysteries, Secrets, and Occult Abilities. Maybe some of y'all have some heavy connection to Father Saturn or just Saturn connections. Maybe some of you um, have just like connections in the realm or something like that. That's very powerful. Um, it protects you and all of that stuff. Or it's just in general, it's like it protects, it shields. It overcomes all evil and all that stuff. It's something powerful about it. I'm feeling, I don't know why I'm getting Father Saturn, but whatever. And then yeah, it's something about birthright, and then like, do you know who my father is? And then like, usually it like sometimes in my videos, like I don't know, I'm not really. How do I say this? How do I say this? Let me think about it before I like keep on stumbling. Hmm. It's like fear mongering, right? But it's like, do you know who my father is? Do you know that like mother is God, like or whatnot? Basically, I don't want to like ramble on. It's just something about that and like birthright, and then like just naturally having that inheritance of protection, having that protection, that shield. And it's because it's like the whole thing with birthright could be, and like I said, it could be connection with like Father Saturn, God, or something. Well, whatever else that anybody relates to. Yeah, it could be related to like spiritual, energetic realm, cosmic type of things. That's what I'm getting from powerful, and something about that is very powerful. It's like, do you know who I am? Do you know who my mother, father is? I always say that too. I say it sometimes in my readings when I feel like it just sounds like something's trying to fearmonger or oppress. And it's like, nah, this is my birthright. I am the child of God. I am the child of the universe. This universe, galaxy, whatever, all of it, Earth, all of it is my home. Do you know who my mother, father is? I'm randomly gonna say this, and then I'm gonna move on to the second topic. Nepo baby, but like spiritually. Nepo baby, but like spiritually, and birthright. Okay, so then we're gonna go on to the second topic. No, we gotta. One of them fell out, so yeah, we're just gonna keep that one. So we have an extra one. Okay, so for this week Jupiter Day card charm says carpe reading. The second topic is having traction, gaining momentum. Having traction, gaining momentum. We have here adamant. Oh, that charm came out, I think, recently for one of these topics this week or last week, the last days of the week or something. But yeah, we have here adamant. It's an adjective meaning refusing to be persuaded or to change one's mind. Having traction, gaining momentum, it involves being adamant, consistent, consistency, adamant about something. We have here presumptuous, which is an adjective meaning of a person or their behavior failing to observe the limits of what is permitted or appropriate, excessively bold or forward. There's something with that too. And then we have here bees, the bad omen, the bad meaning, and it has the zodiac signs Aries and Leo. And it says too risky, unwise gamble at life or with something. Icarus, impulsive, childlike mentality. Here we go. Something feels like it's pushy, hasty or pushy. And then sting, making a decision, jumping without thinking about it first, without a decent plan, without consideration of of effect or consequences, doing something, making a decision without knowledge, without info, being new at something. Something seems pushy here. Is that Woonjo? I think that's Woonjo. Yeah, that's Woonjo for sure. Because Thursaz has a little thing at the end. So we have Wunjo, Wunjo, and it says here joy, comfort, and pleasure. I feel like there is a thin line between being consistent or no, being persistent about things, maybe being consistent, being stubborn when it comes to having traction, gaining momentum in something, right? But I feel like Jehuti's also warning though the collective to be careful of being like too hasty or too pushy about something. Just be careful of it. This could involve like something like with your happiness and fulfillment and all that stuff. Yep. Yeah, so this could be involving like just gaining more traction, momentum, in like whatever brings you joy, comfort, pleasure, and I guess be adamant about it, be stubborn about it, like I said, and yeah, refuse to be persuaded, be persistent, consistent in it, being in it, but as well, be careful of like just be aware of like some type of like pushiness or hastiness in this energy as well. You want things to go smoothly, not to crash and fail type of thing. Then it's no longer pleasurable or comfortable or joyful. That's that. Let's do the third and last topic for this week's Jupiter Day Charm says carpe reading. So for this week's Jupiter Day charm says card reading, the third and last topic is energy magic control. The first charm we have here is Kenaz, Kenaz, which is a rune. And it means torch, vision, revelation, creativity, and technical ability. Oh, wow. Definitely technical ability. Having a vision, an eye for something or whatnot. Having an eye for something, lighting the way, and maybe something about a spark and like carrying that on type of thing. Energy magic control. Having an eye for something and holding that eye for something, that vision, holding that vision and the technical ability. Then we have here magnesite. Ooh, we have a gemstone. We have here magnesite, which is a gemstone, and it's used for the following: emotional balance, manifesting desires, spiritual growth, allows access to transformation from past lives, past life regression, and shields you from bad vibes, boosting self-esteem and revealing truths. Hmm. Something about revelation and revealing. There could be something about realizing one's like power to like manifest, or power to um I guess like control energy or magic or something. There's some type of awakening or revelation, or something was revealed, or there's some type of revelation, or starting to um yeah, realize certain things. Then we had the moon the moon or whatnot. And the moon rules Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer. Um, yeah, definitely. And then the moon could also represent secrets, something being revealed, the subconscious. Yeah, secrets, something being revealed, the subconscious, the occult. You know, these are all three separate topics, right? I feel like there's like an underneath theme, all three of these topics about like some of you, there could be some type of occult abilities. Um, you know, things with about like I guess realizing or a revelation of like magic, energy, occult abilities and stuff like that. It's something powerful about it, you know. There's some underneath energy of that. There's some type of awakening or realization of it or whatnot. And there's something about holding the vision, like control in a way of like holding the energy, holding the vision and whatnot, you know, so that it could come to fruition and stuff. Oh, wow. So in my head, I'm like, I was about to say what I'm about to say right now, right? Oh, wow. And then, wow, Blue Lotus intuition. And we have here, wow, the sun and the moon. That's cool. It just came out, Blue Lotus intuition. Some of you could have some heavy watery vibes. So, like, you're very intuitive. And then, I don't know, I'm like, so I like listening to this guy um, on YouTube. He does art and stuff, but he also does music, I believe. Yeah, music, like acid jazz guitar music. And yeah, that's his name on YouTube, acid jazz guitarist. So I'm listening to his acid jazz guitar like music or whatnot, and in my head I'm repeating like some of you may have watery vibes. Um, and then what the next picture from his art, like and his song, the next song came up, and the next picture, his art came up with a person underwater. It's hilarious. And I was like, okay. And then that fell out, the intuition card and all that stuff. Some of y'all may have like heavy watery vibes, and like it's like y'all are heavily intuitive. You know, y'all are heavily connected with like the realms, the cosmic waters, and all that stuff. Um, some of y'all could have like really heavy connection to your emotions, and maybe some of y'all are, you know, whimsical and into creativity and stuff like that. But like there's something about that here or whatnot. And I feel like there may be some type of like realization of that. And then you have the spark, the vision, and everything like that. You have the gift or whatever, right? But now it's like holding it, having control over the energy, the magic, and all of that stuff. Technical ability, yeah. Okay. And there's some type of like awakening, ascension, or spiritual growth when it comes to that. And yeah, some of y'all may be like into into or something about relating to occult abilities and stuff. But yeah, let's do one card and read that, and then we'll be done. Oops. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, and Juti is the god of the moon as well. I'll pick it up just like this. Wisdom. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so we have bottom of the deck, which is, oh my goodness. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the card that came out, is comfrey, completion, and look, it has like Saturn and Capricorn here. I forgot what this is called. It's not a sea goat. It may be a sea goat, but I think it maybe have a name. But yeah. And then we have Saturn here. That's all I was saying. And the first or the second topic? Which one was that for? Yeah, no, I said that for the first topic. There's something there. I felt like I saw that. But yeah, that's that. Bottom of the deck, which is a summary of the card that came out. And top of the deck, you're watching this right now. Oh my gosh. Wow. Cat's Claw Purification. Yes, there's something super powerful here too. Yeah, and like when I see the panther or whatnot, like I think about like protection as well. Like so super protected. And then what we have here is what actually came out is rhodiola wisdom. I feel like this is occult wisdom. This is divine wisdom, cosmic realm wisdom or whatnot. Let's read it. And it's powerful. You know, when you have some powerful electricity and you can hear it go vroom, vroom, vroom. That's what I'm hearing or feeling. So we have here rhodiola, wisdom, and it came upright. So yeah, here we go. It mean upright. It means magic, wisdom keeper, purity, higher consciousness, clarity, intuitive intellect, enchantment, and astrological rulers are Uranus and Mercury. It's on top there. And then, oh, sorry, I had to make sure. then I'm not going to read all of that. I'm just going to read the guidance, okay? Because if I read all that, it's going to be long. We have here the guidance says the unicorn is known as the great protector of the forest, like rhodiola. Some unicorns are said to live near high mountains to this day, nourishing and protecting the wise and ancient forests left. Rhodiola is in your cards today to remind you that you are intelligence embodied, intuitive, articulate, and not knowledgeable. You exude mastery, wisdom, purity, authority, and wisdom. Emotions do not cloud your judgment. Your actions are measured carefully and intuitively as you contain ancient codes on the ways of heaven and earth. Wow. The subtle essence of the unicorn resides in the third eye. If unicorn medicine comes to you, your sense of wise creativity and aliveness will deepen. Don't neglect your medicine. Honor your natural gifts, stand tall, own your medicine and who you are becoming. Man, there's nothing left to say but to end this out because that's what I mean. I was feeling it, I was seeing all of that. So that's that for oh wow. That's that for this week's Jupiter charm slash carpa reading. The third and last topic, and then topic energy magic control. If you're like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree. You can email me sub a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Help, man. Peace out. I'll be back.